And we're talking about Fiesta San Antonio 2019. Up next on Geek Out SA. To say it's Friday and we're having fun.
We didn't have a personal joke going on over here. There's nothing.
Have a little. No. We're having some technical difficulties since we got some new mics.
What?
So.
Shut up. Geek Out SA is having technical difficulties? Shut up.
Well,
that never happens.
I watch the news here in San Antonio. They have this issue all the time.
They do, actually. And then he likes to point it out. He's like, ha! Look at them. They did it too. Ha ha. It's not
They're
just
professionals.
They're professionals.
So it's a thing.
He's always watching to
more
see.
money, more problems.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
See, you bought these new mics. Now we have more problems.
Yeah.
We should just go back to the cheap stuff.
But they pick up so much more. So if we sound okay, let us know. And
if we don't, too bad. Suck it up. No,
we can adjust it as we're going. But today we're talking about Fiesta San Antonio 2019 geeky style. So,
Vader is ready for Fiesta.
Yes, Vader's
I
ready
am
for
ready
Fiesta.
for Fiesta.
I'm ready for Fiesta. I got Vader too.
Yeah, let's get that.
So, when we think of Fiesta, I don't think a lot of people think about Geeky and Fiesta, but
there
is
alcohol!
There is a geek side to Fiesta because ordinarily people don't think geeks are extroverts.
I don't know that there's a geek side to Fiesta. Not really. I wouldn't say that. I think that there are events or that it's okay and geeks will go to it. So I think maybe we need to talk about this misconception that we all hide in our homes, right? Because that's what we all do, the three of us.
Oh, and also Texas style barbecue and cuisine for Chef Johnny is out here.
Chef
checking
Johnny.
us out. We're thinking about his barbecue. So if you haven't checked out his channel, definitely check out his channel. Barbecue is the best barbecue I've ever had in my life. So,
yes, the absolute best.
This weekend, if he's down there this weekend, I don't know, maybe he'll let us know. If you go this weekend, he'll be down there hopefully, and you can taste some of his barbecue in Lytle.
Yep. So, but back to Fiesta, I don't know that you can necessarily say that Fiesta is geeky. Now, there have been a few moments. In 2017, Ray Feo, who he's like the king of Fiesta, his procession when he was in the parade was the 501st. And so they all marched with him in the parade, and so they were in full regalia, and the stormtroopers and Vader and everybody marched with him. So that was really cool. And when we show off medals later, you'll see that he had a Star Wars themed medal. So I think that there are certain little pockets sometimes that are geeky.
Yeah.
But I don't know that there's not like a go to Fiesta board gaming.
Right.
Or Fiesta cosplay.
Not so much cosplay, but there is the Fandango fun run. That they're all in costume. You do like a marathon type thing in costume.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Like what kind of costumes?
I think anything goes. But when I saw pictures on Facebook, they have like whole groups of like DC superheroes.
Oh, that sounds
or
fun.
Mario. Like a whole group will go like in themed costumes.
Oh, that's
always fun.
Yeah.
And then there's also an autism run, and it's a superhero theme.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So some of the charity runs.
Yeah.
And I also heard that at King William, there's going to be an invasion of the zombie walk.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they were looking for like 50 people to cosplay as zombies because they were going to invade.
Yeah,
the
I heard
King
about
William
that.
Fair.
Oh, shut up.
So,
okay, that sounds fun. Yeah.
That's fun.
And King William is a lot of fun.
I think you shot that over to me.
Did I? I sent you everything
you
I
did,
could find. I also found, and there's a bunch of like masquerade balls. One of them is Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil, and that's also a charity event. Yeah. And then I think at midnight
they're supposed to be. So people may not know that. People who aren't from San Antonio may not know that. Yes, Fiesta is party, but the people who organize it supposed to be organizing things where the proceeds go to charity.
Right.
Not like all the proceeds can't go to charity or you couldn't run events, but a portion of the proceeds are supposed to go to charity. The medals that you sell, if you're selling them for over what the cost is, if you're not doing them like for a promo, you're supposed to give some to charity. Like it's kind of the point is to give back to the city. Yeah.
And that's like the geekiest part of Fiesta to me, because pin trading is a pretty geeky pastime in general, especially with Disney pins.
It is, yeah, especially with
and
Disney.
Now it's branched out to all kind of,
Well, yeah, because Loot Crate had them for a long time, and now
there's Harry Potter pins.
Alamo Draft House is doing it in conjunction with, I forgot the name of
they're
that company.
Pins now?
Yeah, so it's
Mondo?
with Mondo.
Oh,
so you can do Mondo pin trading.
That's
awesome. So the pin trading
is a big
even at PAX, the pin trading
they
at
do
PAX
pin trading at PAX.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Big time.
I mean, what I found on Facebook were like big Facebook groups for
there's
pin
huge.
trading, buying and selling. There's a huge market on eBay, and they had 2019 medals already.
Well,
on
the big
eBay.
group here is the Fiesta
Metal Maniacs.
Metal Maniacs, yeah, there's another one. I mean, they will talk about metals on the news, and they have like articles in the Current and the Express News for all the metals that won all the different competitions, all the different categories.
Well, yeah, we watch
Slideshows.
Fox News in the morning when we're getting ready for work.
Yeah.
And so we've been watching in the last few weeks. Ernie and Brianna have been getting medals from whoever will send them. Even if y'all saw last week's episode, you saw that the San Antonio Nerd Night was on, and she gave us a little heads up about her medal, which is super cute with the meeple. Yeah. So she had sent her medal in, so that was on.
So we got to see that this week. That was really cool.
Yeah, so that was on the show, and then they made like a coat, right, Vincent, that they put on eBay?
Yeah, they have a coat and a skirt.
Yeah.
Brianna has a skirt, and then Ernie has a coat.
But Ernie's coat went for like $1,500.
Chef Johnny said, I'll be selling ribs Thursday at St. Philip's Fiesta event.
Oh, nice.
He says the Alamo colleges have family-friendly events, so no alcohol in them. So if you're not into the alcohol.
Yeah, well, if you're not into it and you want to take your kids, then you can go to the community colleges.
Yeah, there's
That's true.
Kid stuff, and there's a carnival rides and stuff going on tonight. But as far as like the medals are concerned, like, I mean, I've read that there's like over 1,000 businesses that are doing them, and the geek thing is really amping up this year. I mean, I must have found well over 20, 30 geeky medals, all different themes and all different fandoms.
Found any.
But that's the thing, is that it's random. Like, you never know where and who is going to design it. Because I wish they had like some sort of like catalog of all the medals on the Fiesta.
Well, they have a Fiesta store.
Right? There's a Fiesta store. There's SA Flavor. And then there's plenty of
like
businesses
Maddie
that
stuff.
just like sell what's around. They'll sell past or they'll sell 2019, but it's like buying. It's
so
like
what you're saying is maybe we
trading.
need to go to eBay to look for our geeky.
I would say
ours are slim pickings this
online
year.
if you're looking for geeky.
But that's kind of like
specifically.
sad, because you want to like go and like see.
I know,
it.
we're old school as going.
It's like how I am with the pins. It's like I want to be at Disney and buy the pins there. It's like, but yeah, I mean I get that, but.
Oh, and thank you, McKenna, for watching. Says hi, everyone. She says hi, everyone. Sorry I'm late.
McKenna.
Was working. Thanks, McKenna. He says. She says I really want the Project Terra medal so badly.
I haven't even seen that one. I didn't even know that was the thing. But Stuart and I were Stuart and Vincent and I were talking about this at dinner the other night. That you can go on eBay. Yeah, you can go on Amazon. But for us, like that, I think are in this age bracket. It was the hunt that was fun, right?
Yeah.
It was like going to the random place and finding the thing that like completed your set.
Well, and if you're gonna do that, then you might, if you're looking for geeky specifically, you might want to focus on like geeky businesses, or scroll through Facebook first and see like who might have done a geeky medal, because sometimes it's totally random. You don't know who's gonna design something that has like a geeky slant, and they'll kind of mesh it with their own business.
Yeah.
Like,
the really cool thing is that the like comic book stores,
Dragon's Lair,
and I think Heroes and Fantasies.
Yeah, and then sometimes it's just random, like the random.
What were you gonna say, Stuart?
I've just looked on eBay, and apparently, according to eBay, since it started, they have sold almost 500 Fiesta medals auctions.
Wow.
Yeah, there's
2019.
There's tons of 2019.
And that's
Yeah.
that's the ones that have sold.
Yeah, and if for me, I'm more of an online shopper.
Oh, are you?
Yes, I have to do everything online. Like I can't just let my kids around and look for Fiesta medals. So that's probably how I would do it. But then you don't get the bragging rights. Of,
Yeah.
"Oh,
And
look where I got, look what I scored.
Well, sometimes it's nice to have the story. So do you want me to show? Do you want me to show some of these? Okay.
Definitely.
So these are. So I have 2 to show off. Can you see these, Stuart? Back, forward. Where do I need to be?
No, in front of your face.
Okay, in front of my face. So like this one right here is Ray Feo's. And we were at Corneation, which we'll talk about in a little while what Corneation is, because I think Corneation tends to kind of be a geeky event, and he just happened to be there. And so since he was there, we heard that he had these medals, and so we went and got that. And then this one here and the one beneath it, those are Diego Bernal's, and we've talked about Diego Bernal before. He's a councilman here in San Antonio, and so those were his medals. He did the Stranger Things one. And then we have the video game ones. Sorry, I keep moving it so I can see which ones are there. Maybe, Vincent, you should talk about them because I can't see them.
Okay. And I can't see them from here. So the one in the middle is the Pac-Man one, but I don't know what that is.
The other one's Donkey Kong.
Donkey Kong.
Where? Donkey Kong.
Below.
Below.
Up and down. I went up and down, up and down.
Just hold them still. Or I can move the camera.
The one below is Donkey Kong with tacos and Mario.
Mm-hmm.
Mario's
I love
cooking
when
up
they
the tacos.
mash up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
San
The
Antonio.
next one is that was another 2018, right? The Barrel Monkeys.
2017. No, 2018. Yeah, 2018.
Is the Barrel Monkeys,
Uh-huh.
and in at the bottom is a bowl of guacamole,
Mm-hmm.
and up on top
Batman.
is last year's Batman from Dragon's Lair,
Mm-hmm.
2017, and then the one at the bottom is one of them from this year's 2019 Dragon's Lair for Superman.
Yeah.
They
We
had
didn't
another
get
one
the
for
Captain Marvel.
because it was
It's not our
just the yeah.
Captain Marvel was not our thing. Okay. And then these, so they had some Game of Thrones. So this one is the Mother of Dragons, and it says to bend the knee.
Ooh, I want
And
that
then
one.
there's the Game of Thrones pops. And then King Kong we thought was geeky because that's like movie nostalgia
totally.
type stuff.
Mhm.
And then Mario moves, but I can't make it move and hold this at the same time. So, and then there's the Stormtrooper that's like a sugar skull, right?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
That's on the bottom right.
And is there anything else that I forgot to mention?
Yeah, the
Oh, the Book of Life.
Book of Life.
Yeah, that's new from this year.
Yeah.
Which I
I've
thought.
seen lots of Coco ones this year. There's lots of
Yeah,
homages to Coco.
when we first
in
looked at it, it was like, oh,
2019
that's
medals.
Coco. And
Yeah, I
was
thought
like,
it was
no, that's not
Coco, and then it's Book
Those
of
are
Life.
so cool. See, I love the idea of collecting the geeky medals with the San Antonio spin on it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I think that makes them extra.
Well, the cool
extra
thing
cool.
about the Mario one is that when you move him up, it brings out and hit the block. It pops up a taco.
Oh,
Yeah, and like
I love
instead of the
that.
flower or
That's
whatever
so
the taco,
creative.
it's so
There's
cute.
much design
then-
that goes into them. Did you know that before you like went to these places, what the medal was? Did
No.
you
No.
post it?
No.
So
Except
some of these
except
were
for the
just, like,
Dragon's Lair.
accidental scores.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
incredible.
The
See, that's
Dragon's
fun.
Lair is the only one that then the rest are and the Diego Bernal. We knew that his was going to be geeky. We just didn't know he keeps the theme sometimes.
Yeah, every
secret.
year, and this year it's going to be the Marty. Who's a
Marty
It's going to be
McFly.
Back to the Future.
Back to the Future.
no, the
I
cartoon.
saw Back to the Future one. Oh,
Rick and
Rick
Morty.
and
Oh, I
Morty.
saw that one.
Yeah, it's a Rick
Yeah.
and Morty.
I saw
thing.
that one. And I mean, it's so hard to know who's going to do what because there's thousands of businesses in San Antonio.
Right.
Mhm.
There's no like one place that shows all the medals that people are coming out with. I wish there
I
were.
love 'em.
Other than Facebook, I mean, you could just like
Yeah.
follow those medal groups, and they will post who has what.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, because it's kind of like crowdsourcing.
Yeah.
A lot of people will tell you, "Ooh, I scored this here. Ooh, I scored this here," and you can kind of
that's
scroll
what-
through the feed and
that
see
was what we
Usually
did
it's like
last year.
Ashley
That's what you have to
Flavor
do.
and then the Fiesta Medal
Yeah.
maniacs.
Well, and then since Vincent and I grew up in San Antonio, so
Right.
Vincent and I are San Antonio natives. This is our home. This is our place, right?
Yeah.
And so this year we got a couple that were like San Antonio nostalgia type
Yeah.
things. So Vincent's going to
so
show those
this
off.
is the first one, which is the Playland,
Yeah, I saw that one. It's
and then it
It's so
has
cute.
the ride.
And then the ride moves. It's so cute. I love this whole new thing of the metals like moving, and they have lights in them and
that's
stuff.
Like above and beyond regular pin trading.
Yeah, I love that.
So that's
like
a really good
extra.
one.
And then check this one out. Now, if you don't know San Antonio, you won't know about this place. Okay?
Yeah.
But show people and then we'll tell people.
Okay. So this is a place that I used to go to as
Which
a
God
kid,
knows why.
but it's
So this is Fred's Fish Fry.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so it's a fish place, but it's not really a fish place, it's a drug front. Okay, so you go there to like score drugs and to sell drugs. So that's the San Antonio legend.
That's not the truth.
Everybody says that's not. Some people say that's not true, but it's true. So show them what it does.
So when you do this, what it is, it's a box of Fred's Fish Fry, and
So you
they
get your
serve it
food in a box. You get your food in a box.
Okay.
and then
So then you open this up and it's the like fish
that's the food.
fillet and
I
stuff.
thought it was gonna be drugs.
Drugs. That's what I was hoping so, but no.
Kids, don't do drugs.
Don't do drugs.
No.
Don't do drugs.
Just say no.
Just say no.
I
To
saw
the
one
people
with the
that sell
ghost
drugs.
tracks. It was
Yeah.
like the car and the railroad
Yeah.
tracks.
So.
Yeah, I saw that
And I
one
saw
too.
La Llorona one.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
So we've been thinking about some of these others. We haven't made like final decisions yet because we still have a little bit of time. So we may go because I really liked the mermaid from the Loteria card
Yeah,
because
from
it's Little
Carolina's
Mermaid-esque. Yes, I liked that one, and it has the papel picado. And if you don't know what papel picado is, it's like this fancy paper squares, and they've cut designs into it, and then they hang it like flags out, and it's called
Like
papel
bunting.
picado. And it's really pretty. It's very intricate. When I used to teach art many years ago, that was one of the things we did because you can download
Mexican
them.
snowflake.
It is a Mexican snowflake, yes, because you have to fold the paper up and then you
Mhm.
cut the little things out and then you open it and you're like, oh my god, it's a beautiful thing. Yeah, so it's a lot of fun, but if you want to do that, if you want to look it up, you can do that. And they have Geeky papel picado. They
Yeah.
do have that.
Yeah,
where you
I've
can
seen
do
that.
It's really,
I love
yeah.
that.
But you have to have patience to cut like all the little.
Oh no, I'll just buy it on Etsy.
I was like, I'll just go buy some. That was my
Yeah,
thought
no,
too.
I don't-
I was like,
I don't want to do that. It's
I'll
too
just
much
go
work.
buy some. So I think, Vincent, you should talk about Corneation, because Corneation is one of the
Yes.
places where we got some of our medals, and that I think is kind of geeky when you think about like theater geeks and because it's about pop culture. So tell people kind of what Corneation
So
is.
what Corneation does, it talks about the pop culture and politics, local and national,
Mm-hmm.
and it's all in a comedy setting, but it's done by drag queens.
Yes. It's so much fun. And
But
music.
it talks about a lot of geeky stuff because the pop culture aspect. I think the last time we went, I think it was 2
Just
years
the year
ago.
before last they did the
it was
Pokemon.
stuff.
Yeah, they had the Pokemon Go and people were chasing them around and they were in those big like inflatable suits like the Pikachu and stuff and they were
Oh,
yeah.
well, there wasn't like drag Pokemon?
No.
Aw.
The queens were chasing the Pokemon.
So that was really cool.
It's a lot of fun.
It's a lot of fun. If you've never been to Corneation, that's definitely something you should check out as a geek.
Although if anybody from San Antonio from Corneation is listening, if y'all could fix your sound, that would be awesome because those of us that are up in the nosebleeds, sometimes we cannot hear anything that y'all are saying and it kind of ruins the joke. Like we hear part of the joke. So y'all are having technical sound issues like we do?
But those
difficulties.
tickets go quick.
Fast, yeah. Yeah, you got to jump on board.
And what I didn't know, because I know some of the history behind Corneation. Corneation used to be done at the Arneson River Theater during NIOSA.
Mm-hmm.
So that was an interesting, and then it moved from there because it stopped for like a year and then it started again. So it had an interesting journey to where it is right now
Mhm.
at the.
Well, and I think that's something that people can geek out about, right? Is history. So I think there are a lot of history
well,
geeks.
and like if you're into like me, a theater geek, into costumes, the Fiesta parade
hmm
with the Battle of Flowers and all the beautiful trains.
Trains.
And sometimes I've seen those in museums, like
Mhm.
in local museums, and they'll have like a retrospective, and you can see them up close, and it's
Yeah, and all the different
unbelievable.
stonework and beads, and those things are so
I
heavy.
love the whole royalty aspect of
Yeah.
Fiesta. That's the
Or sometimes in the parades, the flambeau parade, the what is it? The saber guilds come out
Mhm.
and then they're marching with their lightsabers
oh
out. So it's really bright and colorful and really cool.
oh that is
Yeah.
cool.
So if you haven't seen that, hopefully they're there. Yeah, you can check that out. The
But if you come to San Antonio and you go to one of the parades, you'll see these beautiful women in their dresses and everything. But there's another like cute San Antonio tradition where you have to ask them to show you their shoes. And they show you, and sometimes it depends on the girl. Sometimes it's boots that she's like blinged out or whatever.
Oh, cool.
Sometimes it's like tennis shoes that she's like drawing stuff on or whatever. Sometimes it's flip flops. So it's always like something different, but they've done something cute, and you can't see their shoes because their dresses are so long and intricate or whatever until you yell out, "Show me your shoes!" And then they've got to show you the shoe, and they've done something that like goes with. And a lot of them are there because it's some. Like it's a teen or a preteen or a young woman who's like part of an organization or something. So she's done it and she's raised money to help the organization, and then that's how she's gotten to be like a queen or a princess.
I think they get scholarships too, don't they?
Yes, and they get scholarships for that too. So that is one of the nice things about Fiesta. I think people
calling crowds.
Which is totally not true. There's like so many elements behind. There are crowds. I'm not gonna lie.
McKenna says, "I need to go to Coronation." Yes, you definitely need to
do.
go to Coronation.
It's so much fun. You would love it. It's so much fun. Yeah.
And I guess it depends on how you define geeky, because to me, geeky is just when you're passionate about something. It doesn't really matter what it is. But I think also, to me, I like to think of San Antonio like, I like to think of it as a theme park. And what's at a theme park? Well, parades, rides, shows, costumes, food. All of that stuff falls into the geeky category to me, and this is 2 straight weeks of just that.
Yeah.
Well, and I think food too, since you mentioned food.
Yeah.
There are a lot of people that are foodies, that are food geeks, right?
Geeks,
that's a big
music
thing.
geeks.
And if you go to like Nyosa or something, there's different sections.
And there's one thing that I have to get every year at Nyosa when I go is the Shai Poke egg.
Tell everybody what a Shai Poke egg is.
So a Shai Poke egg is it's a small tortilla toast, like a
tostada, like a fried tortilla,
but it's a
like
small
this
one.
Big.
And then it has a layer of Monterey Jack. And on top of that Monterey Jack, right in the middle, they put 1 jalapeno slice.
Like a really big
one. And
one.
on top of the jalapeno slice, they put some American yellow cheese. So it looks like a...
Yeah, and then they melt it down, and so it looks like a fried egg.
Sunny side up egg.
Oh!
But it's like a nacho.
Like a Mexican food.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's cute.
So it's cute. So
and
it's
I keep seeing all this stuff about chicken on a stick with a jalapeno on top.
Yes, that's
like such a big
Fiesta.
thing.
And Ernie Zuniga was going on and
Fred,
on.
you need to do that with your fish.
Put your fish on a stick. Well, Ernie was going on and on because he's lived in San Antonio all this time, and he didn't know that you could get your chicken on a stick dipped. You have to ask for it dipped. So what that means is they take the chicken and they dip it in the jalapeno vat, and then they bring it up and like kind of let it dry out a little bit, and then put the jalapeno.
Oh my
and
God, that sounds like heartburn waiting.
Yeah, no, I would never do that. I am super white, but he would totally do that. Yeah.
I want to know about all the sweet stuff. I geek out over
Have
like
you ever
insane
had fried
treats.
Oreos?
I think I've had like a fried chocolate bar, but I don't think I've had a fried Oreo.
I am straight up for fried Oreos.
But I would love to
thinks I'm
try
crazy.
fried, fried anything and
It's
everything.
not too sweet. It's the best thing ever. Don't listen to Vincent. Eat fried Oreos.
Yeah,
every
fried-
day.
Diabetes.
Well, but everybody in San Antonio already has diabetes, so it's fine. Get a big red and some fried Oreos and just go to town.
I love all the over the top stuff.
Well, and we usually go because there's like the French Quarter. Well, because that's the nice thing. That's another thing about San Antonio that maybe people don't know. Because of where we're located in Texas, and because of the Alamo, and because of the construction and everything. So we had French people, and we had German people, and we have Chinese people, and so we are truly a huge, huge melting pot. Like Mexican people and white people and Irish people, and So when you go to
that's something that's not typical of a city that's not like
like an East Coast
border city or like
A coastal.
city.
Yeah, so we kind of have that.
Yeah.
Because we don't even have like a port like Houston does, but we still have all of this conglomeration. So it's nice to go to Nyosa because you can go to the Irish section, and there's Irish food, and there's Irish drink, and then you go to the German section, and there's German food, and there's German drink, and you can go to the French section, and you could get escargot. if you wanted to.
Oh,
Sounds gross, but you know.
I'll stick to the sweets.
It's a little chewy, I think.
Just
A little
And
chewy. A little chewy.
Niosa.
Oh!
It's done better other places.
I know what you didn't talk about at Niosa. That's like one of your favorite things that we always have to stand in line a million years to get.
Maria's tortillas.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's kind of like you go and then it's a corn tortilla. It's a quesadilla, and you just go. But I went there because the owner Maria, she actually did the tortillas for my great grandparents' 50th anniversary. So that's some of the reasons why whenever I go to Niosa, I feel close to it because it makes me feel close to my great grandparents.
Yeah, Vincent has quite the history actually here in San Antonio. His great grandparents had a party house on the south side.
Oh.
And so he has like met a lot of people here in town and been around a lot of people and been like in this culture of San Antonio. So it's always nice to like go places with him because he feels that culture, you know. So it's really great. People should hang out with Vincent more. No, don't, because I get to hang out with him.
I will try. I'm trying. Gotten that babysitter situation working out.
But there's something about Maria's tortillas, and it used to be, it's not as much anymore because the older ladies are starting to get too old to be out there, or some of them have passed away. But it used to be like, the younger ones now, but it used to be like all these grandmas, you know, these old ladies and their homemade tortillas, and they're making these tortillas and then putting the cheese in there.
Now I want
so
Mexican
melty,
food.
girl,
Mexican food
so
right
good,
now.
so good. And the sangria, not that I drink a lot of
that
alcohol, but I
sounds
do.
good.
Everyone's their sangria
Now that's something
is
I will
good.
drink.
It's so good. Fiesta sangria is some of the best I've ever had. I don't know why, but it's awesome.
So
Be
Fiesta.
responsible.
Yes, yes. Be responsible now, especially now with Lyft and Uber. There's like no excuse not to just get somebody to drive you home.
Well, that's what I was going to ask you. Okay, so Fiesta isn't just like downtown. It's all over San Antonio.
Yeah.
And is it just on the weekends, or do they do stuff during the week as well?
During the week.
For the next 2 weeks, basically, starting Thursday
I
night.
think
Like,
you can go to Market Square, and I think it's open now until the end of.
Yeah. And there's things like if you want to do stuff with your pets, there's things
yeah,
that you can
I
bring
saw
your
that.
pet.
Yeah. And there's like
And
a
then
kid
not much
carnival.
longer,
Yep.
You can, and then May 5th is coming up. So
May 4th?
May the 4th.
May the 4th?
May the 4th, too.
Oh,
but May the 5th is coming up.
Oh, yeah, May the 5th.
Cinco de Mayo. We're nerds.
Okay,
We're
yeah,
like,
well, nerdy white
May the
girls here.
4th,
What do you mean May 5th? What's that?
May the 5th be with you?
You mean
no,
May the 4th
May the 4th be with you.
Oh my god.
It's Revenge of the 5th.
That's the geek. That's a geek.
That's
holiday.
the
May the
geek.
4th.
That's the geek holiday.
It's Cinco de Mayo. Sorry, honey. Well, that went right over.
It's another party.
Yeah. Non-stop
Cinco
party.
de Cuatro.
It's another party, so it's
Yeah.
like right after Fiesta is Cinco de Mayo. So
Right.
Yeah.
And I saw on the website, fiestasanantonio.org, they had a beautiful long calendar with little thumbnails of every single event that you could click on and expand and see what each event was about. And also their Facebook page is also Fiesta San Antonio. They have the calendar of events in their events tab.
Oh, good.
So you can just go in there and click interested in whatever events that you wanted to go to.
Yeah.
It's all right there. It's pretty well organized.
And there's
their,
so much,
their
I think,
website.
you just do a couple of things each year.
Yeah, there's no way you can do
You
it
can't,
all.
like,
There's
try to do it all.
I mean, it's nonstop.
Well,
Yeah.
Sorry.
Some of the cool things
Allergies.
that I thought I've always wanted to try is I hear that Taste of the North Side is really good, but that's you have to plop down like $100 a person to get in.
Yeah.
But everything else, once you get in, everything is free.
Right.
Right. Are other events free? Like, I'm sure some of them have to be free.
free to go,
Or you're
but then
donating-
if you
you're
end
donating.
up wanting to buy like food or stuff, those
Yeah.
are always a cost. So if you want to go like to King William, you can go to King William and walk around and people
Okay.
watch and look at all the booths and stuff, and you don't have to spend any money.
Right.
But then if you want to buy some food there, or if you want to
Yeah.
buy any of the trinkets or whatever, then you plop down money.
Yeah.
But it's even gotten to the point where even HEB has Fiesta stuff. So you can buy like the crowns and the outfits
Oh, yeah,
and
the
stuff like
souvenirs. Oh, yeah.
at HEB or at Walmart.
Or you can make it.
No.
I'm making a hat.
Next year. Next year we're
Next
going to
year?
make one. We are going to make like
We're
a sombrero
making-
for him to wear, yeah.
We're making a Fiesta medal next year.
Yeah.
You are?
Yeah,
A
we
Geek
are.
Out SA Fiesta
Yeah,
medal?
yeah, we are. Yeah, we are.
Oh my God. You're going to design it and everything?
And we've been looking into like what you have to do to create like a Fiesta event. So we have been talking about making a geeky Fiesta event, but we just haven't decided exactly what direction we want to go in yet. So we're still talking about it. And then you have to get approval and you have to get sanctioned and stuff like that.
There you guys go again with your mogul ways.
I know. We can't help ourselves.
You never
One
stop.
of the things is going to fail.
So that's part of being a mogul,
It's
right?
never going to fail.
Failure is part
It's not a
of
failure.
Or one thing is going to go away eventually.
Well, it's already gone.
Yeah.
Did you want to say something about that?
No, I don't want to say anything about it yet.
Okay.
So the Kitchen Life channel is watching this Star Wars
Lennon!
Day. If you haven't watched his channel, check out his channel. It's the Kitchen Life channel, and you'll see Lennon there cooking up a storm. So check him out. It'll be a lot of fun.
Star Wars Day is always a lot of fun. Do you ever do anything for Star Wars Day?
I haven't, but this year I've been compiling all of the events that are going on, and there is so much. And it also happens to be Free Comic Book Day on May the 4th. So
hush up.
it's going to
Really?
be
Oh my God, it's
double,
gonna be
double,
epic.
double epic. Like Fiesta for geeks.
So last year I did like reading passages with my English language arts class, and I had stuff for the science class that had to do with like space travel and stuff like that. I dressed up as in my Jedi outfit.
Do you ever do
like, I can't
the Wookiee walk?
We have not done the Wookiee walk. We have been asked to, so we probably need to go do that. Since one of our things failed, but didn't fail, but that we're not going to talk about, we're going to have some more time on our hands so that we can do some more of these things. So I think that into 2019, you're going to start seeing us like out and about more because we're going to have some more time.
Cool. Well, check out my Facebook page, Geek Fun SA.
Yeah.
And you'll see what's happening.
Yep. We'll just be
Plug it.
following you.
Plug.
We'll just be following you. We're just going to absorb you like amoeba. We're just going to be like...
No, I thought that's what I was doing. It's like a mutual osmosis.
So that's the thing that we're doing right now. We're actually bringing Alicia onto the team, and we're going to do a lot more as we go along throughout the year and more, hopefully, if you want to.
Like event stuff and
Yeah,
things
yeah,
like that.
yeah. And maybe like some gameplay type stuff and things like that. Yeah. All the things.
Like Disney villains.
Yeah. About Villainous. I'm excited. And then, we have to watch Game of Thrones because this is it. And
Oh my God.
Last season. So,
it's crazy.
spoiler alert, because most people, if people have been watching it, they should have already seen it.
Yeah.
by now.
Yeah.
They really should have. If
I
they
mean, it's the
haven't-
Netflix
Everybody's
generation hasn't seen
talking
it.
about it on YouTube. Everybody.
It's not on Netflix yet.
Right, so the Netflix generation hasn't seen it because they've got to wait. If they don't have HBO, they've got to wait until the whole season ends and then they've got to watch it. But those of us that have HBO, we're watching it as it happens.
Yeah, I had the HBO
So-
streaming.
But it's not like any of us didn't know that Jon was related to Daenerys, so it's not like this was a big shock to anybody who's been
No.
watching. Like,
Not that part, no.
shouldn't have been very shocking.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
I don't think there was anything shocking. I thought
don't
it was
think there
just
was anything
everybody was
shocking
saying it was
this
just
time.
like putting all the pieces in their place.
What's Omar gonna say about that?
Ooh,
Omar.
yeah, Panda. What you got to say? So we used to have this young man on our show before I was on. It was Vince and Omar, and we did all used to do this Game of Thrones like bit together. And he has this thing about incest. So he hated Gilly. Like Gilly just totally grossed him out. He would like lose his mind about Gilly all the time.
Yeah.
And it's not Gilly's fault. She didn't ask for
Yeah.
it. It's the old man's fault. But so we would always have this like drama about the incest thing. And then
Yeah.
Cersei and Jaime, which good on Jaime for finally telling her where she can shove her stuff.
Well, and everybody's freaking out about the aunt and nephew situation with Daenerys and Jon, and I'm like, hey, at least this is a step up, right? From brothers and sisters, right?
Kind of a step
And
up.
it's not like that's not that this is like history, but it's not like that's not historically accurate.
Exactly, and that's what I
for
was telling some
royalty.
of my students. Like, they're having a fit, and I was like, yeah, but back then,
Yeah.
that was something that they did to keep land and everything in the family.
Yeah. So
was-
I feel like Daenerys is going to say, oh, well,
Oh,
Targaryen,
yeah.
because it does say Targaryens have been doing it for centuries.
Right. So she's like, I'm a Targaryen, you're a Targaryen, let's
Yeah.
do this thing.
It could very well
She's
happen.
like, I can't have babies
I don't know
anyway,
why
you
people think that's
since
such
the
an
witch-
obstacle.
Since the witch cursed me, I can't have babies anyway, so
Yeah.
we might as well just... No,
Yeah.
but see, then he'll need somebody to have babies with so that he can, like, put somebody else on the throne eventually.
You know what I was thinking? Like, who is actually a mother in Game of Thrones? Like,
No, if you're a mother, you're dead. It's like, you know...
Cersei.
It's like having a red shirt on Star
Cersei.
Trek.
See, that's why she's such a beast. Because she's like the only
Mother left.
Yeah.
Anymore.
Not in, except is she, no, but she is though. Is she pregnant?
She's pregnant.
Or is
She's
she,
pregnant from
or did
Jamie.
she lie to Jamie?
Or did she lie
and then
to Jamie?
now it's going to be, what's his name? The jerk guy.
Oh, yeah, the Iron Islands
The
guy.
Iron, yeah.
Or
I don't know.
maybe that's why she.
That's why she diddled him, so that it would appear that it was his.
She worked it.
Yeah.
She
Oh,
totally, everybody
did.
thinks that she's being like,
Oh,
worked,
she's
but
cunning.
no.
No.
She knows what she's doing.
She's an
I love
evil,
that line.
evil
She said,
beast.
if you want a whore, buy one.
Yeah.
If you want a queen, earn her.
She
That
does
was like
have good lines. She
my
has good
oh,
lines.
she's my
And then 5
favorite.
minutes
She's
later-
such a good villain. She's such a good villain. I love
She
her.
is a good
I
villain.
love
Yeah.
her.
Yeah. She's a
Yeah.
supreme actress.
Oh, yeah.
Like
Did you
supreme.
see that look that Sansa gave Daenerys?
Oh my God. Yes.
Yeah.
The look up and down.
I love when Arya says she's the smartest person I know.
You're like, Arya, or did somebody hit you over the head? Because
No,
this
she
is
didn't start.
Sansa we're
Sansa
talking
didn't
about.
start that way, but she
I
learned.
know. God,
she
I-
learned from Littlefinger.
I
what
wanted
to
to
do.
strangle Sansa so much. And in the
Yeah.
books, oh my God, you want to throttle her
Yeah.
in the books because she does not learn.
Yeah.
Over and over and over. She
Yeah.
has this Disney fairy tale idealism
Yeah.
that you just want to throttle her for.
Yeah.
But in the show,
They're
she's come a long
And
way.
now I'm a little bit mad at Daenerys, which upsets me because I love her.
I hate Daenerys.
But now I'm
just
mad
saying.
at her for killing Sam's family.
family.
And even back in that episode when she did it, I was pissed. I was like, what?
In
Why?
the books, Daenerys is very much like a spoiled brat.
Yeah.
She is, yeah.
Yeah.
She's an annoying spoiled brat. And
Yeah.
so I've always kind of had that disdain for her. Like, she's such a brat.
I love the female characters on the show, although sometimes I do get pissed
I
off
love Arya. Arya's
at
my
the same
girl.
time. Yeah, Arya's pretty good.
Arya's my
But that scene with the dragons when her and Jon flew through that winter landscape on the dragons, all I could think about is when I just got back from Disney World and I rode in Pandora, the Flight of Passage.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, they need to make a ride, like a Game of Thrones ride.
Wow,
Like,
yeah.
HBO needs like a
Yes.
theme park.
Yeah, HBO theme
What else
park.
could they put in there? I don't know. True Blood.
Oh, yeah, True Blood. Oh, I miss True Blood.
Like they could have Merlots and everything, and then
Yeah,
they could have
we
Game
could
of
keep
Thrones,
her.
like the Seven Kingdoms,
Nice.
and you could ride the dragons like Flight of Passage. That would be.
That would be
That
so
was like that was
awesome.
such a ride, right?
Yeah, and I really liked the Aragon book series, and so that made me. That
I
reminded
read the
me
first
of
one.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I something
Anything
about
with
being a nerd
dragons.
and like wanting to ride on dragons,
Anything
right?
with dragons.
You can't help
Oh,
yourself.
my jaw dropped during that scene. I was like, except for people were complaining, oh, it's so unrealistic with him. They're dragons. Yes, it's unrealistic.
Well, he's a Targaryen, so
Yeah,
they
it's
have
like a
connection
magic
to
power
him. Yeah.
where they can hold on when it's flying.
Well, yeah, he just has an innate connection.
Yeah.
Because he's
I love that
Targaryen.
look on the dragon's face when she kissed him. And did you see that meme where it's like, I am not calling you dad? I thought that was so funny.
Yeah, there's nothing like looking up the memes the day
I
after.
love the
'cause
day after memes is like my favorite thing.
You
I
know
knew
it's
Bran.
been seen.
I knew Bran when he came out and he was like looking at everybody, and I told my husband that's gonna be a meme right there. Everybody's going nuts with that. Bran
And he
listening in.
makes good faces too. He has
funny.
the best faces.
But you're just like, say something.
Say something to
Well,
James.
he said,
Say something. to
you're a
James.
man
You
now,
go tell
almost. What does that mean, almost?
Tell him.
Why does Sam gotta tell him? Because Bran is aloof. He's, above all of this, so he can't do any of this anymore. So,
Are you guys reading all the fan theories about who the Night King is and all that stuff?
no,
All
I
the different.
never.
There's so many different theories about who he is.
I never do
I
because
hear
every
that.
once in a while
One of
somebody
them that I
hits it
hear
on
that
the.
It's Bran.
Yeah. Some people are saying it's a Targaryen, it's a Stark. No, it's a this, it's a that. I
Yeah.
don't know.
I just don't read any of them because sometimes accidentally somebody's on the mark, and then if I latch onto that one and then I know what's coming, I'm like,
Yeah.
man.
Well, have you read the books? Because you don't know what's coming up at this point.
At
you
this
don't
point,
know
I don't know
it's coming,
anything because
right?
I read the books until where they are.
Did you see the prequel book that he wrote, The Fire and Blood?
Uh-uh.
And then they're going to make the prequel series after this.
Oh,
Crazy.
I wish they would keep going with this.
I know, right? But
we're about to end. But are there any events going on this weekend?
Oh, this weekend.
I mean, this weekend is pretty much all about Fiesta and Easter.
Easter.
So there's not a lot of big geeky events going on, but you know, the Fiesta Carnival started tonight with the rides, and then the Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil, I think, is tomorrow.
That's the masquerade ball, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which sounds really fun. They said something about creatures like walking around or something like that.
Oh, that sounds fun.
I love a creature.
I do love a creature too.
I don't know if that's true, but I don't think there's much more going on than that. Just a couple little things. And if you want to see, I'm sure I put it on my Facebook page. Geek Fun SA.
Cool. So since you're gonna be this is gonna be the first time we've had another co-host here. You're gonna end yourself. You're going to do your ending too. So thanks guys for checking us out. If you haven't subscribed to us, please subscribe to us. We're almost at 700. So we were above and then we dropped below, and then you know how it happens. But if you push us up a few more, we'll be at 700. So check us out. I'm Vince.
I'm Alicia.
I'm Colleen, and that's Stuart.
Geek out, SA.